Guys, it is time to talk about Bud Light. Bud Light is a dying brand. I truly do believe, guys, eventually, probably actually sooner than later, that Anheuser-Busch is actually going to have to rebrand the beer. Bud Light's name is staying. It's actually associated now with Dylan Mulvaney. And the consumers that were actually consuming a Bud Light, they said, no, we're out. We're out. We're not coming back. And we have seen week after week after week where the sales have just continued to decline. I'm pretty sure that shareholders at Anheuser-Busch, they're not happy with this whole thing. I believe, folks, that lawsuits are probably going to be coming. Because if my money was on the line like this and Bud Light continues to go down the woke path, I think I should actually have grounds to actually sue Bud Light. But week after week, guys, we're seeing the sales go down. And we got some very, very disturbing news here in the latest data on Bud Light. So let's go ahead and dive into this over here on Fox Business. Bud Light experienced another week of sales decline, dropping 24% from a year ago. Not good, guys. This is not good. Actually, guys, it was actually a tick higher, but we'll get into that because there's a reason why it was actually a tick higher. But really, it didn't matter much because the sales keep going down. This company is losing money. And I do mean in a literal standpoint here when it comes to losing money. Because when it comes to that, something caught my eye in this article, guys, to where it actually makes it very, very disturbing if you actually have your money invested in Anheuser-Busch and Bud Light. Look here, it says, Bud Light, continuing to face backlash from consumers, saw another 7-day period of declining U.S. sales in the last full week of May. For the week ending May 27, Nielsen IQ data that Bump Williams Consulting provided to Fox showed that Bud Light posted a 23.9% decrease in sales on a dollar basis. Dollar basis is the key word right there, guys, compared to a year ago. So a year ago, compared to now, they're down 24% on the money. They have lost 24% of that money. Not talking about sales volume. I'm talking about money. That is significant right there. The Anheuser-Busch own brand sales have fallen 24.5% in the last 4 weeks ending with that one, according to the data. It's bad, guys. It keeps getting worse for Bud Light. It keeps getting worse. I mean, if you are the president of Bud Light, man, should he actually think about resigning now? I know the marketing people, they're on quote unquote leave, but his job has to be on the line at this point, guys. It really does. Fox Business reached out to Anheuser-Busch for comment. Bud Light and parent Anheuser-Busch have been dealing with backlash since early April when the company created custom cans for transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Now, it was actually a distributor of Bud Light, but still the Bud Light name was on there. And Bud Light has still not come out and apologized. They're not going to do it. We know they're not going to do it. I mean, Bud Light, if they actually came out and apologized, more people would actually get pissed off. So now they're just saying, we ain't going to say nothing. Some beer drinkers have said they would boycott the brand. Some, I believe it's a whole bunch, man. This is the most effective boycott I believe we have seen. And when I saw this number here, 23.9% decrease in sales on a dollar basis, yeah, that's really bad. Heads are going to be rolling soon, I believe, guys. Heads are going to be rolling soon. Companies need to think about their consumers. Because I did a video the other day talking about Target. And there was like 200 LGBT groups that said that Target needed to restock the Pride merchandise that they pulled off shelves because it's good for business. The data says otherwise. The sales numbers say otherwise. People are running away from Target because of that. Yeah, don't listen to these people. Listen to the people that actually buy your product and have supported you for decades. Let's go on here, guys. It continues on. It says, however, in comparison to the week before that, the week ending May 27th marked a smaller decrease for Bud Light. Sales of the brand saw a decline of 25.7% in the week ending May 20th from a year ago, according to Nielsen and Bump Williams. Now, we know the reason why. I'm going to get to it here, guys. Bump Williams CEO, Bump Williams Consulting and Fox Business on Tuesday that week-to-week softening was due to a combination of things. Check this out. Quote, I think a lot of Anheuser-Busch distributors have been working exceptionally hard to communicate to their local communities that it wasn't their fault. And once they clearly stated that this was not on them, I think their strong relationships in retail and with the local communities begin to resonate. I don't believe that's the real thing, but let's go on. Another thing that factored into Bud Light sales going from 25.6% decline to 23.9% decline between the weeks ending May 20th and 27 was that retailers, quote, continued to merchandise Anheuser-Busch's portfolio, according to Williams. Quote, I think the strength of the AB distributors and obviously the AB national retail team that calls on chains, they kept those displays up there, he said, noting the brand was going up against some really, really strong comps from 2022 for the week of Memorial Day. He also credited, now I believe this is the kicker here, the discount that Bud Light did for purchases on Memorial Day, a move, he said, quote, went a long way in driving some consumer purchases. Bud Light's Memorial Day rebate right here made it so that consumers in eligible states could get up to $15 back when they bought certain Bud Light or Budweiser products. It ran from May 17th to May 31. I believe that's why you saw a slight increase. And I truly do believe now, guys, that you're actually going to see a larger decrease now that those rebates are over with. I mean, they got so desperate, guys. They're basically giving away beer. And we have seen pictures out there, guys, where I believe Costco, they were selling like a 30-pack of beer for like, what was it, $15, $14? They're selling for nothing. And guess what? It was still on the shelves. Now, Memorial Day comes around. People want to drink. And some people ended up buying it because of the rebate. That rebate's gone now. And guess what's going to happen? The sales are going to continue to decline. People are out on this brand. Nothing is saving them. And these sales numbers, man, are going to get a whole bunch of people fired. I mean, this is just devastating news here. If you are working at Anheuser-Busch. Not only that, guys, the commissions, way down. Because these distributors, they actually work on commission. And because of Bud Light and their actions, a lot of people probably going to end up quitting because in some places, these people are losing like $2,000 a month in income because of this. A classic case of get woke and go broke. Memorial Day is over with. I cannot wait to see the sales, for the first week of June, ending in June. What is that, June 7th or something like that? Which is today, I believe. Today is actually June 7th. So I guess we have to wait a few weeks to get those numbers. Or next week. It's going to be bad, guys. It is going to get really, really bad. And even here, check this out. It says here, quote, this price incentive, this coupon one, it got displays up there, and two, maybe it attracted the customer back to the portfolio because they're struggling with the economy being tough. That doesn't mean, however, Bud Light's problems is over, Williams said, noting that it was, quote, just an improvement from where it was the previous week. Yeah, because it was a holiday, and a holiday has a lot of barbecue, and of course, barbecue and beer. It's bad. It's really bad. Now we got 4th of July actually coming up here pretty soon too. It says that Bud Light continues to post 20% sales declines in the weeks leading up to July 4th, some retailers, quote, are going to be forced to start making shelf space reallocations to other brands, according to Williams. So if they can't move that product 4th of July, yeah, Bud Light ain't going to be on the shelves. They're going to prioritize other brands that are selling. That's really bad news, guys, for 4th of July. That is devastating news for Bud Light for 4th of July. I mean, I truly do believe that the sales decreases are going to continue in the 20+% range. This is bad. They're facing real troubles, guys, for July 4th. Wow. Stunning. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.